I've been hearing in the news lately that there's a lot of suicides, and it's really shocking, but in a weird way, it's kind of not shocking to me. Um, there's a lot of stress out there, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of depression, and it's increasing. And mental health is really something that we're not taking lightly anymore. And I want to share that it sounds like so many people who are being watched on social media, like Anthony Bourdain, Kate Spade, and a lot of millennials are choosing to end their life. And it's really sad because if they knew that life could actually get better, then I truly believe that it wouldn't be happening. My story is that when I was a kid, when I was close to around 10 or 11, probably closer to 11, that's when I started to deal with all the digestive troubles, and I was very angry inside. And I know I've mentioned it before, but super angry and just didn't know how to deal with my anxiety and my stress, and it just felt like it was coming from every direction. And it was very difficult to deal with. And I didn't really know where to go. I didn't know who to turn to. So I kind of just stayed inside, and I didn't tell anyone. And I just kind of kept thinking, okay, it's got to be better than this. It's got to be better than this. And eventually I did get over it, and I did, life eventually got better. I mean, not immediately, that's for sure. But, I want to say that I can understand what it feels like to have that almost need and desire to kill yourself, because you don't know what to do, and you don't understand that this stress and the anxiety and depression can go away. So fast forward a few years, I decided to become a nurse, and I really wanted to help people. The anger was still there, but I was hiding it. So no one really knew that I was quite the angry person, except if you were very close to me. And for whatever reason, the close people were the ones that I wanted to take it out on. So becoming a nurse, I thought, all right, I'm going to help people. I'm going to heal people. And it seemed like it was just a struggle ever since I worked in the hospital in 2006. And it even got so bad to the point of bullying, which at the time I didn't even know how to deal with. So again, there goes that thought. All right, it's time to do something drastic, because how do you get over this? How do you even know that there's something better out there? So I obviously didn't do anything drastic. I actually put my focus into my fitness competitions and changing my body and changing the way I was eating and how I looked. And I was on social media a lot, because Facebook was now the biggest and best thing out there, and I really felt like I was comparing myself. Anyone who looked better than me, I thought, oh, they're just a better person, and I'm not good enough, and I have to look a certain way in order to be happy. And so that's what I did. I decided, that's it. I'm going to hire someone, and I'm going to do these fitness competitions because I think it's going to be fun. And the whole time that I was actually doing the fitness show, I felt like a bag of shit. I felt tired and grumpy, angry, uncomfortable. I didn't understand, how you're supposed to look good. So when you look good, you feel good. And that means you're happy. So why am I not happy? This is bullshit. I did all these things and I don't understand. And I look better than this person, but I feel like crap inside. So again, I was comparing myself to whoever was on social media, and still, even though I had the rockin' hot bod, I still felt inferior. I felt like, how does anyone become happy? I thought it was all about appearance, and what the heck? I don't understand. So after that, I actually got really sick and I had adrenal fatigue. So that means I basically exhausted my adrenals from working out so much. And being an anxious person to begin with, I felt really lost in my head and really stressed and uncomfortable. And I didn't really know, again, what to do, but I knew that I felt worse and I knew that my head wouldn't stop. And because the adrenals had stopped working properly, I was exhausted. And instead of being an anxious person, I became a depressed person, which is it's like this whole new world for people who are usually pretty anxious as it is. It's like, who am I right now? I'm depressed. I can't even get out of bed. I can't eat. I can't think straight. All I want to do is cry. And the suicidal thoughts came again. And it was tough. So I totally understand, these kids, and anyone, adults, anyone feeling so lost and so helpless that all that they can think of is, it's got to be better than this. The other side has got to be better than this. There's just too much stress, too much comparison, too much unhappiness. I don't understand, what the hell am I supposed to do? So that's when I decided that I needed to live for me. And I needed to say, screw social media, screw whoever looks better than me. I just want to be happy. I just want to be full of peace. I don't want to be thinking about dying. I don't want to think about death. I want to think about the next thing that's going to make me happy. And what can I do for myself in this moment to make myself feel good and be happy? So I started with gratitude. And I decided that everything that I received in that moment and throughout the entire day, I was going to be grateful for. Whether it was down to my bed being soft and comfortable and my blankets being nice and warm and, the stranger who smiled at me. And honestly, since then, this whole transformation has happened. And that's why I have created this life of peace. And I know for a fact that every time something really shitty, I call it the shitstorm, when the shitstorm of adversity and stress and, just feeling like you're never going to get out of the struggle, there is always a silver lining. There is always a beautiful rainbow after that. So I really, truly just want anyone who's struggling with depression, with stress, with just a really tough day or tough moment right now, that it gets better. And if I had made that decision at 11 years old to actually kill myself, then I wouldn't have experienced, even just becoming a nurse or, getting through school and having friendships and experiencing a walk in a park, just getting that simple. And again, if I had gone through with suicide in 2012, when I was feeling my worst, absolute rock bottom, then I wouldn't be sitting here. I wouldn't have an incredible life. I wouldn't feel peaceful. I wouldn't have great relationships, a wonderful job where I work for myself and I get to teach people and heal people, teach them how they can heal themselves. They don't have to rely on just shitty circumstances, and teaching them that you can overcome anything. It's pretty miraculous. And I just want you, and I want anyone that if you want to share this message with somebody else, I want you to know, and them, that it always gets better. And it's just a really easy perspective shift. Starting with gratitude, thinking about one thing right now that you're grateful for. And if you can't think of anything, honestly, start small. I'm grateful for the clothes that are keeping me warm right now. I'm grateful for the sun that's shining down on me and providing me with life, because if it wasn't there, then we'd all be dead. So just choose something, choose some gratitude, find something in the day that makes you feel good, and maybe even getting away from social media a little bit more, going for a walk in nature, sitting by a tree, reading a book, watching the birds fly, understanding how they work, playing with the dog, whatever it is, getting back to your roots and getting back to nature and just simplicity is very important too. Don't compare yourself as much as you can. Don't judge yourself for comparing, but try your best not to compare yourself to anyone, because you're a unique person. We were all created differently. If we were all the same, then honestly, life would suck. Like, it would be so boring for everyone. So just know that. Just know that you're special for every reason that you have, and your crazy quirks or your uniqueness, and just embrace who you are, embrace life, have gratitude, and put a smile on your face. Like, even just looking in the mirror and smiling at yourself or smiling at a stranger, you'll feel that reciprocation and it will change that moment. And really, life is just a series of moments strewn together. Yeah, so take that, and I want you to share this with anyone that you think is struggling, because we all have struggles, and there's always an answer to the struggles. And if you need to ask me how to help, then that's okay too. I really want to help. So yeah, so contact me if you need. Send this around, help people, share the message that we're all struggling, but we can all have a beautiful life too. So sending you lots of love and gratitude, patience, and forgiveness. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Love you lots.